There are two types of recruitment organization. These are the centralized recruitment and the centralized recruitment. So, firstly, what is centralized recruitment? So, with centralized recruitment, all staff pass through a central HR office which uses a single hiring system. So, this means that the recruiters all follow the same procedures and ensures that there is consistency in both the methods and values applied to decision. And about 50% of the companies have centralized hiring systems, commercial banks being a good example. So here are the advantages of centralized recruitment. First, it reduces the administrative cost by consolidating all recruitment activities at one place. Second, it helps in better utilization of a specialist. Third, it ensures uniformity in recruitment and selection of all types of employees. Fourth, it facilitates interchangeability of steps between different units and so on. So if we have the advantages of centralized recruitment, we have also the disadvantages of centralized recruitment. Firstly, there is a delay in recruitment as operating units cannot recruit staff as and when required. Second, the centralized office may not be fully familiar with job requirements and different units at the most suitable sources for the recruitment staff. Third, recruitment is not flexible because operating units lose control over the recruitment process. Let's also define the centralized recruitment is. So in a decentralized system, the decision-making regarding new hires is delegated to each individual branch or divisions of an organization. The responsibility for recruiting new employees therefore falls to specific managers based on either geography or department. So rather than a company-wide human resource team, retail companies are an example of the business that hire in this way. Centralized recruitment has many advantages. Firstly, it allows for greater freedom in hiring strategy as the manager can select candidates according to the specific needs of their team. Additionally, decentralization can facilitate a closer working relation between the staff and management as hiring managers have a more personal involvement in the selection of candidates. However, there are downsides to these methods. First, giving the managers time-consuming tasks of recruitment can disrupt their work and distract them from their main responsibilities within the business. In addition to this, the inconsistency between branches approaches could result in differing standards being applied to the candidates all within the same company, causing a problematic lack of equity.
Now let's talk about the source of recruitment. Source of recruitment refers to various modes of connecting with the job seeker for completing the task of finding potential employees. In simple words, source of recruitment is the medium through which communication regarding the vacant position is made aware to the prospective candidate. And also, in basic terms, source of recruitment is the agency through which information about open position is made available to potential applicants. These are generally recognized two sources of recruitment, which are internal and external source. Let us discuss this source in detail in the following lines. First is the internal source. Internal source of recruitment refers to the recruitment of employees who are already a part of existing payroll of the organization. The vacancy for the position can be informed to the employee through internal communication. In the internal source, there are different types of internal hiring of the organization, such as promotion, transfer, employees referral, former employees. First, promotion. And when you say promotion, promotion is movement of an employee from one job to another, also known as the change in designation. It entails elevating an existing employee as a higher position in the company and giving him or her more responsibility in pay raises. A company's promotion helps to spur other workers to produce at their higher levels of performance. In other words, promotion helps in motivating the other employees of the organization to work hard so that they also become eligible for promotion. Next, transfer. The term transfer refers to the movement of a current employee from one different to another within an organization. Transfer means lateral movement of employee in same grade from one job to another without any change in his status, responsibilities, and the salary. The purpose of employee transfer is to enable him to get well versed with the broad-based view of the organization, which is essential for the promotion in future. The third one is employee referrals. Employee referrals, it can happens that the organization and an effort to cut down costs on hiring is looking for employee referral. The employees are well aware of the job roles in the organization for which manpower is required. These employees will refer potential candidates by screening them based on their suitability to the position. In other words, employees can refer their friends and family to the job. They are well aware of the organization's culture, working conditions, and job requirements. If they find their friends or family suitable for such position, can recommend their names to the management for recruitment. The organization encourages employees referrals as the cost and time could be saved than from hiring people from the external sources. Same organization, in order to motivate employees to pay finder fees in the form of incentives for each successful hire. And the last one is former employees. Some organizations have the provision of hiring retired employees willing to work part-time or full-time for the organization. And also note that the former employees are also considered as an internal source of recruitment. These are the persons who have left the job and wants to come back to work on a part-time or a full-time basis. And now let's proceed to the advantage and disadvantage of internal source. First is the advantage of the internal source. 1. The organization saves money on hiring programs which translate to higher revenue for business. It means it helps attract and keep great employees. And employee retention is a huge challenge or expense for employers. So is the hiring process. The second one, it makes selection and transfer of employees very easy. The third one, internal source of recruitment, serve as a moral booster for the existing employees. And the fourth one, it provides a sense of loyalty towards the business which results in improved productivity. And the last one, as existing employees will be aware of the working pattern of the organization. Therefore, it will take much less time for the rehires to get adapted to work conditions. And now we proceed to disadvantage of internal source. 1. Internal recruitment causes reduction in the morale of those employees who are not selected or considered for appraisal. Second, it discourages capable persons from outside to join to work in the company. And the third one, it can lead to conflict if one employee is selected for promotion, while the others are not considered.
External source.
External source of recruitment seek to employ candidates that have not been recruited any time before in the organization. Introduction of fresh talent among the workforce leads to growth and development of the business. These are the some of the external source of recruitment. Advertisement. Advertisement serve as a great source of information regarding any job opportunities. This type of source is used for recruitment of middle-level employees or high-level employees. Employment exchanges. Employment exchanges serve as a source of recruitment for the people as it is run by the government. Employment portals. In this age of technology, development in the field of hiring has taken place. Nowadays, many employment portals are open where one can find information about job openings. Educational institution. Educational institution also serve as a good source of recruitment as many student or same resources will be available at once under one roof. Recommendation. This can also be a good source of recruitment as an existing employee will be able to provide better recommendation for other candidates. Advantage of external source. Following are some of the advantage of external source. 1. It helps in availability of proper skilled labor. 2. There will be availability of new ideas from employees hired using external source. 3. The employees join as knowledgeable person which reduce the training time required for new hires. And also, this was the advantage of external source. It can lead to unhappy employee as the existing employee may feel that they deserve an opportunity for growth. It can lead to lack of cooperation between the new hire and the existing employee. It also length process where the employee needs to appear for many rounds.
Internal recruitment is the process of filling vacancies within a business from its existing workers. There are several types of internal recruitment. First, the career ladders, supervisor referrals, internal job boards, and promotion within the company. And there are three internal methods. First, the personal records and skills bank. Organizations can also effectively use skills inventories for identifying internal applicants for job vacancies. Computerized system can help to ensure that qualified internal candidates are identified and considered for the opening. Second, job posting and bidding. Employees must feel that position will be given to those best qualified and that the interest in the position will not compromise their relationships, status, or future in their current jobs. It is clear to employees that not everyone who indicates an interest in another position will be placed in it. The third and the last is informal methods. An indication of interest by an employee through the use of important channel may result in his or her screening that position. Unfortunately, the less formalized the process, the more likely that organizational, politics, and issues other than employee qualifications will decide who receive a particular position.
So there are two important methods in recruitment, and what you heard a while ago is the internal method in recruitment, and now I will be discussing the external method in recruitment. The external recruitment is the external sources of recruitment that had to be solicited from the outside of the organization. So it means filling a job vacancy with an employee from outside of the company, rather than promoting or transferring an existing employee from within. So they are job seekers who does not work inside the company. And there are some methods in external recruitment, and these are the following. The first one is the professional or trade associations. Second is the employee database. Third is the media advertisements. Fourth is the employment agencies. The fifth one is the executive search firms, or they called it the headhunters. The sixth one is the campus recruiting. And the last one is the e-recruiting. So, professional or trade associations. So in here, it maintains complete biodata of their members and provide the same various organizations on requisitions. So they also act as an exchange between their members and recruiting firms and exchanging information and clarifying doubts. So from the word professionals, organizations find the source more useful to recruit the experienced and professionals or the professional employees like the executives, managers, accountants, and the engineers. So the second one is the employees database. An employee database is a digital cabinet HR professionals use to store critical employee data, including their name, job position, salary, hire date, and other work-related information. So there are 5 main reasons for creating and maintaining an employee database, and these are to comply with the personal information security regulations, increase the HR department's accuracy productivity, evaluate employment data for ensuring fair compensation para pantay-pantay, and the fourth one is to track instances of disciplinary action or grievance. The last one is to issue reports to help management make strategic business decisions. And the third method is the media advertisement. So social media recruiting is the use of social media in the hiring process to recruit candidates through job posting, research, and networking. So this provides an alternative path from the traditional recruiting methods. So broadly speaking, social media recruiting works in 3 ways. The first one is the promotion, second is the search, and the third one is the connection. So the promotion, it is a job posting or some kind of advertisement. Recruitment content on social media allows you to promote your needs and search a wide audience. So in search, of course, you can use social media sites to observe what other companies are doing in their strategies. So you can also use social media to better understand the pool of potential candidates. The third one is the connection. So social media also provides a way for you or for us to reach out with candidates and business partners, and this begins the conversation process for your recruiting strategy. The fourth one is the employment agencies. An organizations to help workers find employment and employers find workers. Employment agencies is the company which work on finding and matching the right talent for employment in a company. And employment agencies may be either privately owned or publicly provided or managed. Their services are available to unemployed and to those who seek different or better jobs, and to employers. So the public employment agency is the government entity. usually responsible for assisting citizens for job search, vocational guidance, and distribution of unemployment benefits. While in a private employment agency is any individual partnership, corporation, or entity licensed by the Department of Labor and Employment to engage in recruitment and placement of workers for local employment. So it serves as a link between job seekers and the job employers. So these organizations typically focus on the professional skills or level of applicants they provide, and they charge fees for successful placement to either the applicants or the organizations. So the fifth one is the executive search firms, or they call it the headhunters. So here in executive search firms are specialized recruitment firms that aim to deliver extensive services beyond the searching. So they seek to develop a more hands-on relationship with the company and use exhaustive processes to land the right candidate. So these firms focus their efforts on locating top-tier managerial and professional talent for their businesses. So they also offer their client organizations a wider variety of service. So the search businesses look for the individual who will adapt well and best meet the needs of the organizations. So the headhunters naman may also be referred to as executive recruiters, and the function they perform is often called executive search. So headhunters may have pool of candidates for specific positions, or may act aggressively to find talent by looking at competitors' employees. So the roles they aim to fill are almost always specialized and highly skilled, often executive level more than not. And these are the positions that aren't advertised or promoted through standard recruitment channels. So the sixth one is the campus recruiting. So in person, campus recruiting means traveling to a college campuses to educate students about an organization or about their organizations. So collect resumes and screen students who may fulfill talent needs. So this typically takes place during on-campus career fairs or company-specific information sessions. So unfortunately, recruiting students from colleges may be very challenging. It is time-consuming and expensive for the organizations. However, external pressures will keep pushing organizations to be very effective and visible in this kind of hiring. So the last method is the e-recruitment, or also known as online recruitment, a method used by HR professional to assist the recruitment process by using technology or web-based tools technology for the various processes of attracting, assessing, selecting, recruiting, and onboarding job candidates. So through e-recruitment, employers reach larger amount of potential employees. So the practice of e-recruitment has made the process of more efficient and effective. So with the help of e-recruitment, and organizations can reach can reach a large number of workforce and can identify the skilled personnel easily. So also this process reduce time and costs. So there are advantage and disadvantage of external recruitment, and the advantage of external method in recruitment include a large pool of candidates where they hire many employees, introducing diversity in the company and increasing employee motivation due to fresh outlook. And here you will meet the manager personally, you will meet your co-applicants, and you will be more confident here. However, the disadvantage of this method is that it can be costly, syempre, sa time, sa fare, sa effort, and it take longer to get the best candidate because many will apply first, and of course, they will choose the best one for the vacant positions. So that would be the external method of recruitment.
So for our conclusion, recruitment is one of the main departments which place the right candidates to the right job. The recruiters should identify the best candidates from different sources and job sites. Recruiters should identify the problems faced during recruitment and find an alternative to make work efficiently.